Welcome, FNusa57 here. Today I am going to be attempting to show you how to get the challenge and calling card, the Blade is Mightier. So this is going to be for killing the Aerther Worm while solo. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward description here for Call of Duty MW3 MWZ. I am doing this a little bit differently because I'm actually streaming this and then we're going to highlight it and upload it to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. So, apologies if things are slightly different. Basically, fairly straightforward calling card. We just have to play solo. Use whatever weapons and gear setup you feel is best. I will be bringing in my longbow and crossbow with thermite tips. Just make sure that you have squad fill turned off and do not join anyone else's squad. So, at that point, it's going to be up to you what you want to do, how you want to play out the game. But I definitely recommend, while it's not needed, you don't absolutely need to have Pack-a-Punch 3 weapons and whatnot. If you're doing this solo, and if the game glitches and puts you in another squad at the start, you just have to go and back out, because you don't ever want to be counted as in a squad for this particular calling card, that is. But you could use Pack-a-Punch 1 green rarity weapons. Obviously, the higher rarity you have, the higher Pack-a-Punch level you have, the easier it's going to be. And I would recommend bringing in multiple self-revives. Of course, you could go completely insane and try to do like a no-hit run if you wanted to. So basically, my recommendation would be to play out the match. And then, once you have everything that you possibly want, go to the actual final boss fight. So now that I've prepared everything that I want to take in-game, I'm going to go to this defeat Zakharov point, and we're going to do that mission. I do have a pet zombie dog with me, so Little Devil's with me. I'm going to go ahead and call this in. And as long as we've been solo up until this point, you can bring in whatever you want. I think I'm a little bit overkill here. I've got like 40,000 essence, the turret chip, 3 sentry guns, 2 juggernauts, 4 Kazvat grenades, and a total of 8 armor plates with 3 self-revives.
Approaching exfil location in T-minus 15 seconds.
I also have Little Devil with me, who happens to be a tier 3 Hellhound. I don't think the Hellhound will come with us, but we're going to find out. Currently, I'm actually doing the challenge. This is not for the Bone Collector skin. This is the challenge that comes after that for doing it solo. I already have the Bone Collector skin, and I have that guide posted on my YouTube channel as well. This is for the Sword is Mightier calling card. That's part of the Zombies Mastery set. And honestly, I've prepared like completely overkill for this mission. Okay, so here we are coming into the mission. To be honest, I don't know if Little Devil is going to come with us or not. I think I've seen something down there called Dimples. I don't know why he changed his name, but Little Devil became Dimples, so Dimples is with us now. I prefer Little Devil, but whatever. If we take a look at the map, there's plenty of ammo stations. There's several different buy stations. And basically, there's even more buy stations around the boss fight. So we are overly prepared for this, and we have 45 minutes to do it. Now this initial part is just going to be you versus mercenaries. Honestly, this is kind of a good way to farm mercenary kills if you want to. When going up against mercenaries, it's better if you don't actually put all 3 of your armor plates in each time you run out of armor. Because mercenaries, even though their damage was reduced, they still do just an absolutely insane amount of damage. So it's better to save yourself from a lethal hit by having 1 armor plate than having none. But if you have 3 armor plates in, you're just going to end up losing all 3 armor plates to like a single bullet. And then that's just a waste. Also, you'll start to have zombies spawning in. So you're going to be facing the zombie threat while facing the mercenaries. Of course, plenty of stuff to loot. I gotta find that sniper. Having rounds that have a bit of armor-piercing effect on them is pretty good. There should be a deadbolt turret around here somewhere. So that's why I recommended bringing in the deadbolt turret circuit. But to be honest, right now I don't actually see the deadbolt turret. So it's entirely possible that I may have the RNG that just doesn't have the deadbolt turret, which admittedly is unfortunate. There's a lot of landmines and annoying stuff that you have to deal with, but we can kind of take the higher route. By taking the higher route, we eliminate a lot of angles that the enemy can actually shoot us from. And as long as you keep moving a little bit, a lot of the mercenaries won't hit you. Like, the snipers have a harder time hitting you. The biggest threat is actually snipers and riot shield enemies. The riot shield enemies are nuts. So if we come up top here, we can kind of deal with the snipers. Almost every one of the snipers is actually going to drop a armor plate when you kill them. So if you're a little low on armor, you can grab your armor plates back from the snipers. Of course, the more mercenaries you kill, the more zombies are going to be able to go after you.
Explosive armed. Airlift nearly in position, prepping for payload drop. Once stripped of his enrichment capacity, Zakhaev will come after the neutralizer with everything he has. Zakhaev's weapons-grade Ethereum production just went up in smoke. Well done.
Fang here, got eyes on the package. On track for drop zone. Touching down with VIPs, T-minus 1 mic.
Strike team. It is imperative Dr. Johnson's device has time to do its work. Defend it at all costs. Fletcher, these troops better fight harder than the ones who lost my enrichment facility. For fuck's sake. Ed, just let me do my job. Heads up. Mercs reinforcing by helo. Whatever you just dropped, we will destroy. I don't care how many lives it costs.
Like, these reinforcement helicopters, you can just shred them if you're fast enough. And if you shred the helicopter, you don't have to worry about the reinforcements. There will still be some enemies on the ground, but this makes it a lot easier.
This is Fang. VIPs are groundside and on the move to rendezvous. Don't wait for us. Start the neutralized boot sequence.
This is like ridiculously overkill, to be honest here. But we have a buy station.
This'll help.
I'll buy a few more sentry guns.
Sentry active.
And now we're gonna start the party.
Confirming neutralizer signal is 5 by 5. Boot up sequence takes a minute. Stay alive, strike team.
Terminus close air, locking onto the neutralizer. Take them down.
This part's annoying because it's actually a freaking attack helicopter. So this one does a lot more damage than the little reinforcement helicopters. It also is way, way tankier. This is where if you have a rocket launcher, it's ideal. And then you're gonna have Mr. Big Old Wormy Worm here. He likes to think of himself as threatening, but we don't think he's very threatening. Obviously, you don't want to get hit by him. You want to aim for his little purple weak point. There's going to be a lot of zombies. He's mostly going to focus on you. And he does hurt. He does hurt a lot. Like I said, we're overly prepared for this. So we're just going to really keep... well, we're going to try to keep pummeling him. If he gets that attack on you where he eats you like that, it's incredibly unfortunate, but that's why we brought self-revives. Try to get those weak point crits if at all possible. There's ammo stations around. Try not to let him eat you. Pretty much we could just run in circles if you wanted to. Like, the sentries are more than enough just to chip away at its health bar. This is honestly ridiculously easy. I have so many sentry guns active right now. Don't eat me. I have the Kazavat grenades. Like I said, super over-prepped for this. The sentry guns up here on the roof are more than enough to take care of the majority of the stuff. I don't know why he went over there this time. He never did that before. To make it a little bit more fun, I'm going to actually use the stuff that I brought. So I'm going to call in my Juggernaut suit, even though I really don't need it. This part with the orbs, like once he has these little orbs, the purple orbs around, they actually are fairly damaging to you. But I'm going to use my Juggernaut suit to finish this guy off. Not that it really matters that much. Good morning, Anubis. And yeah, Act 2's mission is definitely harder. So unfortunately, this is unskippable. It kind of functions as a loading screen. and then we should have our challenge unlock after our successful exfil.
Voice. Something calling from the other side.
Take him to the brig. Green will get the interrogation started. They sign a Zakayev. He may be bloodied, but he's still breathing. Next time he sticks his head up, I'll take it off.
What about the neutralizer?
Dobbs, what's the shit rep? Give me some good news.
Negative. Good initial clear on detonation, but dark ether contacts are repopulating.
Pipets.
Also picking up an energy spike in the red zone. Never seen anything like it.
Well, looks like this shit show just keeps getting better and better. Everyone RTB! Looks like this op isn't gonna be over anytime soon.
Bang, grab enough. Ready for evac.
Solid copy. Stand by. ETA 2 minutes.
Now, I may not have been fast enough there, so I honestly don't know if I did save my tombstone. Obviously, I hope that I did save my tombstone, but we will find out here. And I want to double check my calling card challenges. So, calling cards. And look at that. We have our Blade is Mightier. Kill the Aerther Worm while solo. Which is honestly, like, really, really easy to do.